What is one of the fights? Name a fight you saw where the bleeding was so bad that you were like, "Oh my gosh, that was a mess." I'm glad
I was part of that fight one time. We went to Japan with a fighter by the name of Martin Castillo, former world champion. We were in Japan, and back at that time, I also coach. Back at that time, I was the assistant coach to my father, and Miguel Diaz was the cut man, one of the greatest, one of the best, Hall of Famer, best cut man of all time. So Miguel Diaz worked the cuts, because there was more than one. There was actually several. The bridge of his nose, both his eyes, top and bottom, and there was cuts all over this guy's face. He did a fabulous job, but there was only so much he could do because, I mean, there was cuts all over the guy's face. So the referee had to intervene and say, "Look, I have no choice but to stop the fight with 2 rounds left in a world title fight."
Wow. Is there any way of anything a fighter could do beforehand to prevent cutting? Say,
unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, keep your hands up, tuck your chin in, and watch the headbutts. Really, other than that, I mean, what do you do?
I mean, anything to toughen their skins. I hear stories of Joe Frazier dipping his face in pickle juice.
Hey,
I hear all sorts of
you know what I mean? I mean, that hasn't stopped anyone yet from getting cut. So unless you have tough skin, then great. But there's a lot of fighters that cut easy. Yeah. And what do you do? A lot of those fighters end up getting surgery, and it is what it is. But nonetheless, I mean, just keep your hands up. That's the best thing you can do, really.
Where's the worst place for a fighter to get cut, and where's the least worst?
The worst. The top of it, in his eyebrow, of course, in the top part of his eye, and anywhere in that matter, in the skull, because then that's when the blood starts interfering with your vision. If it's in the bottom, then it's not so much because it's not interfering with your vision at all.
Do cuts in the lips or in the mouth that intrude on the breathing, is that a concern?
Cuts in the mouth, I mean, those are dangerous too. I mean, but again, like I said, those are not. Everything is a concern. When you're cut, it's always a concern. But it has a lot to do where the part of the face where you receive the cut. Then that's where you have different levels of danger. Yes. The biggest danger is for the ref or the doctor to come in and stop your fight. That's the biggest concern always.